away from the crossroads trouble. So this is where the real action is, huh? Weren't you supposed to still be practicing?
Things took a turn, Eris. You know how it goes. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some urgent business to attend to.
Always in such a rush. I'd really hate to slow you down. Though, let's hang out sometime, okay? Have a great night. Oh, one last thing.
What did she do to me?
Looky who.
Disgusting.
Don't bother. Miss me trouble? Thought I'd flit on over for a bit again and see how everybody's doing, since I'm welcome here and safe still, aren't I? Though it has been a little while.
It's not been long enough. Much as I wished you'd grown past your childishness, Eris, I can't imagine you've returned for any reason other than to keep it up.
What, you can't imagine I just want to visit my big sister, if not you? I get it, you're still mad I slowed you down before, but I will not do that again, I swear. So, truce?
We'll see.
Truce.
Look, I do want you to feel welcome here and safe. It's not just something that we say. May this gift of nectar show my words are true.
Wow, made with real golden apples. Thanks, babe. You're the only one who's made a real effort to bring me into the fold. Say, why don't you take this? It isn't much, but I've been holding on to it in case I found a friend.
Oh, this really isn't necessary, but, thanks. Hail, Strife.
Same to you. I heard you went up top. Gotta breathe some fresh surface air. What made you go and do a thing like that? Thought you were single-mindedly going after Kronos.
Figured that I might do well with a change of scenery for a bit. Though, I'm surprised you're not up there yourself, considering how things are.
It does sound pretty exciting, but I'd probably just be getting in the way. From what I hear, Eris has things well in hand up there. Imagine being the god of war right now. You'd be thrilled.
Your whole family would be in peril.
So?
Hey, what would you say about a visit to the hot springs? To cleanse yourself of all your foul deeds, and me of mine?
Oh, well, you know, I'd feel way too self-conscious there with anybody else. Sorry.
More of this filth.
I figured it out. All these visits topside. You're trying to get to Olympus. Come to the family's rescue. Put an end to the war up there, is that it?
Oh, I just go up there to gather fresh reagents, really. Moss, bits of bronze. Comes in handy. The Olympians are very good at taking care of themselves.
Sure they are. And they're too proud to ask for help. Just don't go ruining it for Ares when you're up there picking moss. He's on a real hot streak lately.
Sounds like you and the God of War are still pretty close. Been very busy lately, hasn't he?
Sure has. You know how come I'm really back, don't you, Trouble? Because things finally started getting interesting. But you're trying to put a stop to it.
I won't let you cast doubt on my task. Surely you've better uses of your energy than this, and throwing all your rubbish everywhere.
What would you even know? I have every right to be here, and you're never getting rid of me. And you're never getting rid of Kronos either. No going back to how things were.
We're going forward, not back.
You made it. Hey, sailor. What a coincidence running into you like this so far away from home. Where are you headed? Maybe I could give you a lift.
You know perfectly well where I'm headed. And I can get there on my own, thanks.
You sure about that? Because it looks like you've been having a pretty rough night so far. And it's only going to get worse.
I don't care for your insinuations here, Eris. Speak plain, or get out of my way.
Oh, I'll speak plain. You're boring, I don't like you, and you don't get to order me around. Got a problem?
You traitor. How dare you stand against me and our cause? And of all the nerve to show your face again here. You'll be cast out for what you've done.
Sorry, babe, but I'm not going anywhere. Thank Nyx and Hecate and their unbreakable oaths. Besides, You got me all wrong.
Oh, perhaps I merely mistook you for one of Nyx's other daughters who readily shot at me using the rail of adamant.
No, that was me all right, and I had a great time. But I take umbrage with the traitor thing. Think I made clear I wasn't on your side.
Then you serve Kronos.
Sure. Ah. Come on, really? I thought I made myself real clear with you before, but here you are like nothing happened, and it's just another night.
This is just another night to me, Eris. So you stand with Kronos against the gods, so what? You're just another obstacle on my path.
Hate to break it to you, Trouble. Obstacles are things you're supposed to avoid. But in this channel, you're going to run into me every time. Ooh, that's hot! Some mood lighting. Everyone's invited. Ooh, that's hot enough. Have some of these. I've had it. Open wide. All right, enough. Ow! Come here, Trouble! How could you be so cruel?
You started it.
Ooh, babe, you know what? You put up more of a fight out there than I figured. The rail was so hot to the touch I could hardly stand it.
Pleased to be of entertainment for your benefit. Is that all this is to you, then? You jeopardize our continued existence just for a cheap thrill?
Don't go acting like there wasn't part of you that felt a little thrill out there yourself. And now that you've had a taste, you want more, don't you?
I want you out of these crossroads, and out of my blasted path.
Too bad we can't have it all.
What if we head to the taverna for a little while? You don't seem particularly busy, and we probably should talk.
What if you get out of my face for a little while? Don't feel like seeing you and all those shades judging me. Thanks. I don't get you people, honestly. So set on making things the way they used to be. You, especially. You don't even know what you're missing.
We're trying to set things right, not make them how they used to be. Though, what's your point, Eris?
What's my point? What's your point? All of you are so obsessed with there being a point to everything. You do know there isn't one, don't you? Can't just let loose and have a good time?
Not under the present circumstances, no. Eris.
Oh no, did you bring Nemi's evil eye? Goes to show how much she really thinks of fairness, making you use that thing just to get me back.
I made the choice to bring the eye, not Nemesis. Although she is Retribution incarnate, so I'd like to think she would have been supportive had she known.
Doesn't take a genius to put that one together, babe. I'm her little sister, the runt of Nyx's litter. The smallest and easiest to push around. But I always push back. Or push first.
Eris, you said before that I don't even know what I'm missing. What did you mean by that?
Didn't mean your family, that's for sure. Come on, look at yourself. You've never lived a day in your life. That heart beating in your chest, you think it's only there to pump your blood. Just another muscle.
The heart is a muscle. What, should I be out feasting when Olympus is in peril and the underworld in utter disarray?
Maybe, but you just want everything nice and orderly and predictable and boring.
That's not true.
You sure? Trouble. Give back the golden apple that you took from me last time, and I might just let you walk this once. What do you say?
You mean the golden apple that you very likely stole? Supposedly they grow it in a single garden, and I highly doubt that such a place would let you in.
Life starts to get a lot more interesting once you accept that you don't always need an invitation to show up. Fine, keep the apple then. I've got a whole lot more. Moonlight, guide us home tonight.
Why are you really here, Eris? Tell me Kronos didn't put you up to this. You've made quite clear that you don't want me to succeed.
Babe, I'm almost hurt. You don't get me at all, do you? Just because I'm not rooting for you doesn't mean I'm rooting for the other guy.
Then who exactly are you rooting for, pray tell?
I'll let you puzzle that one out.
The fishing pier is wide open, as you can see. Any impulse to make use of it a while?
A trip to the fishing hole involves a lot more being still and quiet than I think I can handle right now, thanks. You're tougher than you look. I'll give you that trouble. And I'll give you something else for what you did to me last time.
The outcome of our prior meeting was the direct result of your provocation and hostility. Tonight may go even worse.
Wait, you're telling me our choices have consequences? Come on, don't be so gullible. Anyway, I'm gonna open fire now.
Is this what you want, Eris? To have our aimless clashes, only then to sneer at one another here again and again? Such a worthy cause.
Who are you to say what makes a worthy cause? 'Cause yeah, I happen to be quite alright with everything. It's genuinely been a real blast.
You're unbelievable.
Thanks, Trouble. Like magic. Sure it's dark out there tonight, huh? Even the dead sailors on the rift look a little spooked. Maybe something's up?
There's fear in the air. You've defied the will of night too often, Eris. This time I'm not here merely for Olympus, but for you.
You're telling me Nyx put you up to this? Right. She never cared about me, and she's not about to start now. You really want to know the way things used to be, Trouble? Think about everything that gets you to come out of your tent night after night. Gets you fired up. What comes to mind?
Sure. Those I care about are counting on me. And I wish to learn, to grow strong in body, mind, and spirit.
Inspiring. Now imagine having everything you want. So you're left wanting nothing at all.
No, I can't imagine that. So everyone besides you was self-indulgent and unmotivated. But now the roles are reversed, I suppose?
You don't get it. Fine. But you already got me one of these. Don't you have anything else? Only messing with you, babe. I'll get you back for this sometime, okay?
Please don't. I mean, I just wanted you to have it since I know you have a taste for this stuff, but it's been harder to come by. Anyway.
So what's been going on with you and Kronos anyway? You keep beating him, but he keeps coming back. I like how pointless it seems, but there has to be more to it, right?
Come on, Eris. I'm not about to reveal the critical details of my task, especially to someone who had every opportunity to be part of it to begin with. Go about your business.
How about you just give me a little hint? Are you planning to use his own powers against him? Break free our family members one by one? Anything like that?
Not telling you.
Mean.
Please don't make me regret this, Eris. But would you like to join me at the hot springs for a bit? Helps ease the tension.
Wait, the springs are purified again? I've been out of the loop. Surprised I get another invite after last time, but okay. Ah, yeah. So this is what you still do to relax? Hot as magma in this thing. Can we get out yet?
Permission denied. You'll quickly grow accustomed to the heat. Just try to concentrate on any tensions that you feel and let the waters take them.
Tensions? Me? Babe, I don't need to boil alive in order to cut loose. Though good to know you found a way to bottle tensions up. What happens if you drink this stuff?
These springs are pure, thanks partly to the salts we use. Though even still, I wouldn't recommend imbibing them. Next thing you know, you might be purified as well.
Oh, I'm not worried about that. This is the way I am, down to my very core. And if you don't like it, and brought me in here hoping a nice hot bath was all it'd take for me to change, well then, I hate to disappoint.
Looks like the waters haven't rid you of your tensions yet. Sometimes a hot spring is just a hot spring, Eris. Not everything is an assault on your ideals.
With all of you, I never can be sure. Though this is nicer than the last time, and the heat isn't so bad right now, I guess.
It's perfect.
Ugh, I think I drank way too much bathwater back there. Is this what being purified feels like? Ooh.
See you, Eris. You.
Another go? Can't always tell if you're stubborn or just plain, you know. Not that it matters either way.
You're standing between me and my objective, Eris. Or floating. The point is, sooner or later, you'll come to understand that's a mistake.
Aw, but we all make mistakes, right? Neither one of us would be here otherwise. So you ready now or what? Let's have some fun. They're saying you beat Typhon single-handedly last night? One step closer to putting everything back to normal, huh?
I did not beat Typhon single-handedly, but we managed to defeat him, yes. Though I don't think you need to fear a return to normalcy anytime soon.
I know you're trying to reassure me, but I can't help the way I feel. I ought to be enjoying all this while it lasts. The future might be boring as dirt, but right now, things are okay.
Things are not okay.
Thought that was you. Wait, so Prometheus is supposed to be in charge where the real action is? Thought he was busy getting pegged to the brink of death over and over by some bird.
I can attest he and that bird have come to terms. Come on, have pity on me, Eris. I have to deal with fire and feathers here and again at the top of Olympus.
It is a pretty good appeal, babe. But unfortunately for you, I don't have a heart. So come on, here comes your first helping of fire and feathers for the night.
Looks like Eris is back. Look, you're right, I've never known what it was like before Kronos returned. You keep insinuating it was worse than now. How so?
Already told you, babe. Your father, my mother, whole inner circle, they got off bossing everyone around. Didn't give me space to spread my wings. Bunch of Olympus wannabes, but with mood lighting.
So you prefer living in a state of total disorder and constant mayhem to living under a principled set of rules?
That's a really good way to put it. I'm warning you, you better cut this out, Trouble. Messing with Kronos, messing with Typhon, messing everything up. That's supposed to be my job.
You clearly did your job already. I'm in the process of undoing it. Much like how I often pick up after you here.
Well, you're not gonna. And even if you do, you'll look back on this and wish things were as interesting as they are now.
I wouldn't mind if things were boring for a change.
I would. What took you so long? Okay, what in the hell is that you've got on, babe? You could use a change of style, sure, but this is way out there.
Oh, you must be referring to the black coat. You're right that it's not necessarily my preference for attire, but it's not primarily for show. You'll understand in a moment.
Wait, I remember the black coat. So that's what it looks like? And I thought the adamant rail looked ridiculous. Nyx had such bad taste. Speaking as someone with no small experience starting wars, I gotta say, just because I'm not working for Kronos doesn't mean I don't respect what he's been able to achieve.
Eris, that was one of the worst sentences I think I've ever heard.
Go look at what he's done, objectively, and tell me I'm wrong.
No, thank you.
You're in my way.
Whoa, Trouble, you're huge! Like you and Nemi had a child, which, come to think of it, is just about the worst thing I've ever imagined. And I've imagined a lot.
Then imagine what I'm about to do to you in this form, courtesy of Circe the Enchantress. Had you not been so delinquent, you could have learned from her yourself.
Learn to become a freak, you mean? That's the difference between you and me. You need somebody to teach you everything, while I've got pure instinct. Great job last night, babe. Is that what you want to hear? Well, tough, because you won't be hearing it from me. Other than that one time.
As much as I probably would appreciate the occasional bit of encouragement from you now that you mention it, Eris. I know it's not your tendency. I was just checking up on you.
Aw, thanks. Whenever you accomplish something important, it's like you're putting a knife right in my heart. Though, good to know you'll come around and check up on my corpse.
Oh, don't be so dramatic.
Shut up! I know what it's like, being pushed away, having everybody smile to your face, then stab you in the back. Well, for what it's worth. I don't believe a word they're saying about you.
I see. And to whom exactly are you referring? And can you cite an example of the words purportedly said?
Oh, it's just Odysseus and Hecate. I can't believe they think you're gonna fail, that you don't have what it takes. I mean, I don't want you to succeed, but I never pretended otherwise.
You're trying to undermine them.
I'm just trying to help. Hi, babe. So if you get past me again, what's next for you, Trouble? I've never seen someone go through so much just to see their family. Most of us have to try to stay away from ours.
That terrifying cloud encompassing the summit of Olympus conceals Typhon, in case you haven't heard. I'm surprised you haven't gone to see him for yourself. Anyway, Prometheus is next, then Typhon. But you first.
You're telling me you're here to pick bigger and bigger fights? Babe, I knew we had something going on, but we have more in common than I thought. Come on, let's go. Sounds like there was a big commotion on Olympus last night, and I wasn't even around thanks to you. How'd it go?
Just great. Almost got eaten by the father of all monsters trying to distract him from destroying everything in sight. You really had to be there.
You know, babe, when somebody misses out on a good time, you gotta play it down. Like, oh, it wasn't anything that great. Or they'll feel bad they couldn't make it.
You should feel bad.
Well, now, I don't.
You've such disdain for what we're trying to achieve. You act as though nothing was lost. Don't you want to see Nyx again? Or Thanatos?
Don't I want to see my mother again, or brother number I have no idea? No, they were even more stuck up than you. No offense.
How can you say such things about your relatives? Were they crueler to you than this?
Nyx always wanted things her way. Why should she, or anybody, have that kind of power over me? Because she made me? She didn't ask my permission, and I don't need hers.
I'm sorry.
Look what washed up.
You're really never going to get out of my way, are you, Eris? You'd rather Typhon lay Mount Olympus to ruin. Although at that point, I suppose this war would end.
It sure would. But after that, things might not get too orderly for a while, and who knows what Typhon does from there. Think of the possibilities, babe.
such a...
Got me fair and square again, Trouble. More than a couple times. Starting to think maybe I'm losing it, you know?
Oh, you poor thing. Please, let me cheer you up so you'll proceed to fight against me even harder than before.
You mock me when I'm vulnerable. Fine. But don't expect to cry on this shoulder when things take a turn for the worse when it comes to your stuff. Out of my face. What happened up there on Olympus last night, babe? Looked like the storm cleared for a little while. Almost flew in for a look-see, but I don't like the cold.
What happened was, after I got past you, I eventually climbed all the way up to the summit where I sent the father of all monsters, Typhon, crashing to the earth.
You did? Whoa, you must be really strong. Or Typhon must be really weak. And since you're back already, then I guess whatever happened didn't mean a thing. I can't believe Eris is helping you, not me. I kept trying to get through to him, figured he'd hear me out, but it's too stormy on Olympus. Say, would you know...
You want me to ask the god of war to lend you his aid, to make my efforts to support him and his family in their near-hopeless battle against Typhon even more difficult?
Quit with the sarcasm, Trouble. All I did was ask you for a favor once, but you had to go and make an insult out of it. Fine. I can get the god of war's attention on my own. Say it isn't so, Trouble. The Chrono stuff I'm hearing, he's really calling it quits? And he let Nyx and everybody off? What did you do to him?
Working with my brother in a bygone time, we flooded our grandfather's mind with a cascade of new memories of the family he then realized he always had, creating in him a profound and sudden change. Why? What's your concern?
My concern is that you ruined everything. So now we'll all have peace and harmony, joyful reunions, apologies, promises to never let this type of thing happen again? Ugh!
Have you met our families, Eris? It's never that simple.
It better not be, or I'll never forgive you. Oh, it's you! Not seen you here in a while, babe. And what happened to Typhon anyway? There's been no sign of him at all.
Typhon had to leave reality as we know it. Though, sorry, Eris. I suppose you didn't even have a chance to introduce yourself to him, did you?
No, I didn't. Though if he's so easy to get rid of, maybe it's for the best. So what are you going to Olympus for anyway? It better not be some sort of feast, because I wasn't invited.
Every time. Now that my brother's back, you still have no intention to return the Rail of Adamant, do you? Even though it was in his possession prior to all this.
What makes you think he has greater right to it than me, huh, babe? He wasn't even using it 5/6 of the time. Just another weapon to him. But it's my one and only.
How touching. I trust your mother shall make sure it all works out, seeing as she's back as well. I wonder if she's always known you'd get your hands on that thing.
Oh, she has. Because this isn't my first time. Then I kind of lost it at one point, and your brother got his hands on it instead. But I always take what's mine. So what do you think of Nyx? You met her, right? Now you know where Nemi gets her looks and where I get my personality.
What? I hardly got to know her, but even still, Nyx didn't seem anything like you at all. She was very elegant.
Aw, thanks, babe. But beneath that cold exterior, she's got a wild side, I swear. Why else would she have so many kids all by herself? She's out of her mind.
Or just you, perhaps.
You're so tiny right now, babe. How cute. Old Cersei must have done that to you, yeah? I've flown by her little island where she's doing all her lunatic experiments.
You had so much promise as a student, Eris. Even now, you easily identify the work of an experienced enchantress, but only to spurn our craft.
Your craft turns you into a walking joke. I'm just pointing it out. Well, whatever happens next, thanks for the laughs.
You've seen firsthand the suffering out there, from all the endless warring between Kronos and the gods, but you're entirely unmoved.
Who says I'm unmoved? On the contrary, it makes me all emotional. I'm trying to live in the moment and everything, but I just know I'm going to look back on this and think, these were the best of times.
For you, not for anybody else.
Yes, and? Get a load of this. See anything different about me, babe? Probably not. I haven't changed a bit, but you know what has is the adamant rail. I mean, just look at it.
That must be someone else's aspect of the rail. Perhaps you did or said something to make it change its form, though this could have been my doing as well.
There you go. always trying to take all the credit for yourself. Well, the rail doesn't answer to you, it answers to me. And I've already figured out all the new stuff it can do. Now watch this. Better. Aw, Hypnos is gone? I had big plans for him involving a bag of cats and a couple bottles of nectar you gave me.
Then I saved him from a terrible fate of some sort. Perhaps at some point down the line he'll thank me properly, as he was in a bit of a hurry to depart.
Why don't you let me kill you next time we're on the rift, and chances are you'll wash on down into the river Styx and wind up right in front of him again. He's the greeter at the House of Hades, isn't he?
He's not a greeter. He holds a position of high honor.
Welcome to the House of Hades. He's a greeter, babe. You're so worked up about this war, like it's some huge thing. Olympus loves a good war. Have him all the time up there. Got a whole god dedicated to him and everything. Know how easy it is to get him to start fighting?
No, Eris, please, enlighten me. Just how easy is it to get my relatives to descend into acts of unconscionable violence and destruction?
Well, this one time, they all flew into a tizzy over a single golden apple. A mysterious offering marked for the fairest one of all. They had a little dispute over who the secret admirer meant. One thing led to another, and boom.
That sounds like a simple misunderstanding, if not a prank. But you say it grew into a full-scale war. What happened then?
Nah, long story. Who cleaned up the beach? Damn it, I kept waiting for the stupid rail to switch over to that other form again, but it won't budge. Same old piece of junk. Doesn't even reload half the time.
Keep speaking ill of it that way, and it may do your bidding less and less. I'm surprised you have an aspect to your name at all.
Well, life's just full of surprises, Trouble. I like this aspect better anyway. Let's see if it still does my bidding.
You don't even speak with Headmistress anymore, do you? Makes her relationship with Nemesis look positively healthy by comparison.
She said a lot of nasty things about me, babe, and not just to my face. All because I didn't fit her model of a star disciple. I had to move on. It's just, I don't need anybody like that in my life.
Eris, you repeatedly stole from her. Kept using the cauldron to create explosives, and my tent for target practice. Vandalized Hypnos in his slumber, salted the garden, and continually harassed Shades about the way they died.
Well, Miss Perfect, so I made a few slip-ups. Doesn't make it okay for Hecate to lecture me in private, where I couldn't even get full credit for the things I did. You don't know the half of it.
She silence-warded you, didn't she?
I think maybe she did. Target practice. The rail switched up on me again. Hey, what if this is my true aspect and the other one is for somebody else? This one's even got a face like mine, and wings.
Look, the only reason you can sometimes use this aspect is the Oath of the Unseen. Can't you feel the fear in the night?
All I feel right now, babe, is an overwhelming urge to turn you into little crispy slices with this thing. You think I care about some oath? What am I, Nyx? Thanks for the suggestion, ma'am, but I'll be sticking around as long as I want. Last I checked, you can't do anything about that, right?
You are correct, Eris. I cannot stop you from going where you please. But I can make your life profoundly difficult in ways you cannot possibly begin to imagine. I refrain only for the vow I made to your mother.
You can't intimidate me. Nyx tried before, and look where that got her. Just about everybody on Olympus giving you their best, huh? You must be very proud. The gods, they don't agree on much at all.
No, they do not. Yet when the need arises, they can set their differences aside. Something to try with your own kin.
You know who really gets what's going on up there? Eris. If anybody's brought that family together, it's the god of war. His cause, even I can get behind. If I have to listen to another one of your conversations with Moros, I am going to vomit. Though you'll just clean that up too, won't you?
You're not to eavesdrop on my private conversations, particularly if they induce in you a sense of nausea. You might do well to speak with your brother yourself sometime.
I'd much rather see how long he'll keep pretending I'm not here. Babe, no one ever gets me anything like this. Except the last couple of times you got me the exact same thing. But oh, I feel so bad I don't have anything for you.
It's only a gift, to make you feel a little better, not worse. Don't mention it, just you enjoy. But please don't leave the empty bottle on the ground.
Earlier the rail magically switched over to this other style again, like it knew you were on the way. I also knew you were on the way. Pretty easy to spot you up there.
Have you any idea whose aspect that even is? Or why your ancient fate-forged weapon might be magically changing forms without your influence?
No, you talk like I'm supposed to be afraid of this thing when you're the one staring down the part that shoots. Stupid rail. Oh, you almost beat me here tonight, Trouble. You're way ahead of schedule. Although, what am I saying? Schedule? What's happening to me?
If you're feeling a little out of sorts this evening, perhaps it's simply because primordial chaos is exerting influence over reality as we know it.
Oh, right, that makes sense. Chaos made everything. But you know what? Now we can make some chaos too. Don't hate me, babe, okay? It's not my fault I keep lying to you, manipulating you, shooting you with the rail, making you clean up after me, saying awful things behind your back.
While I cannot shake the sense that this is a personal feeling of mine, in spite of everything, I don't hate you, Eris. Not entirely. Although, whose fault is all of that, if not your own?
My mother's. It's Nyx's fault, that's whose. Because she literally made me what I am, and what I'll always be. I could have been old age or friendship, but no. And I can't change my nature, no matter how hard I try.
And approximately how hard would you say you've tried?
I mean, I haven't really yet, but I'm going to this time, I swear.
And I encourage you.
Not seen you topside in a while, babe. I didn't want to say anything, but it's starting to feel a little personal, you know?
Eris, have you considered the possibility that when I pursue my task within the Underworld, you could not be further from my mind?
That's what they all say. You know what I think? You're afraid. Not just to face me, but to face your feelings. Fine, go run away into the underworld some more.
Why do I speak to you?
Only to hurt us both. Just had to see my reaction to another one of these, huh? You say it's only a gift, but you're probably keeping meticulous track of every nectar you dole out, hoping whoever gets one's gonna like you just a little more each time.
Congratulations on making this weird, Eris. Fine, you figured me out. I'm desperate for your approval and affection, yours and everyone's. Is that what you think?
You said it, babe, not me. Now come off it. Though, if you can keep a secret, I do like you just a little more, I think.
If you admire Eris so much, know that he has lent me his aid. I have his blessing even now. Though I suppose you still won't be compelled to step aside.
You suppose right, and say you do have Eris making up for all your weakness. It's probably because he wants his war to last and last. He can aid you, I can aid him.
No, one last thing, Eris. Hecate might have promised Mother she'd look after you, but I did no such thing. So get out of here before I get upset.
Oh please, Nemi, you're already upset. And I'll come and go as I like, thanks. So damn boring here, I can't stand it for long anyways.
Come and go as you like. You're jeopardizing the task. Don't be such a child.
Don't be such a child. Wait, does that make you my mom? I never answered to Nyx. Think I'm about to start with you.
You'll get what's coming to you either way.
Ooh, a threat. What are you even doing in this dump still anyway? If your mom and pop are back in charge, you ought to be living in style with them down in Tartarus. Are they that bad?
No, I may have been born in Tartarus, but my home is here, as well as my responsibilities. And the crossroads are not a dump, or at least wouldn't be if you could mind your rubbish.
Whatever, though at least that's one good thing that came out of all this. I really thought I was gonna lose you, babe.
Very touching.
I'm serious. You know, I've tried brewing nectar myself. Got most of the key ingredients, except my batches never tasted right. Not like the stuff you get your hands on.
Nectar's always best when it's a gift. Ever had somebody else give yours a try? Perhaps it's better than you think.
Well, no, because for that I'd need a friend. Though I could always trick somebody into drinking it.
Eris. Looks like Eris is back.
How come you have to keep doing all this? I thought you won. But you're still fighting. We're still fighting. I keep telling myself this is way too good to be true.
Suffice it to say, we have some lingering matters to resolve, which require continuing the process that got us here. So congratulations. Things are going to stay messy for a while.
You don't mean that. You're just trying to get my hopes up. Well, don't you worry. Whatever it is you're planning, sooner or later I'll get involved.
I've learned to count on it.
Right when you trotted over to me here, I wish you'd bring another nectar since I'm out. And lo and behold, it's like you're a mind reader. Or a dream weaver.
Advanced techniques I haven't mastered yet. Besides, pure intuition still is our most powerful tool in cases such as this. I simply had a feeling you were up for another bottle.
Way to make it sound like I'm some big experiment for you. Keep poking and prodding and eventually you'll get through my defenses and see the real me. Well, this is it. And you know what? I don't want your nectar anymore.
Including the one I just gave you?
No, I'll keep that one. Fear in the air, you said, last time it was like this. Maybe you really are doing some of Nyx's dirty work. In which case, you're way dumber than I thought.
You were invited and expected to be part of the unseen. But you turned your back not only on us, but your mother. And the underworld itself. A price is to be paid for that.
And you've come to collect. Too bad I've got nothing to give. Unless you take payment in these little metal things that the rail chews up and spits out. Yeah? And just what do you think you're gonna do about it there, Nemi? Can't just have it out with me in the middle of your little crossroads.
Can't do anything about it here, but might run into you out there, snooping around, and then you won't get any special treatment. Just another target.
Nemesis, how could you be so cruel? You're my sister! We don't have to fight! And besides, what makes you think you'd ever catch me? You're too slow.
We'll see.
You'll see. Babe, I kinda got you something. Didn't want to make it a big deal or anything, so here. For always being sweet.
A nectar bottle. Thank you, Eris. Though we're breaking from tradition here. What if we just kept giving each other this same bottle back and forth? What then?
It'd be total anarchy.
You're always in this corner on your own. Come to the taverna for a bit. We can let loose and have a good time, as you say. Got a bottle of ambrosia right here.
Babe, that's so spontaneous of you. How could I say no? As long as I'm still allowed in there after what happened. That stuff goes down smooth. How about another? And nice job with this place. Really looks like you all fixed everything up.
This entire area was off limits for some time. It took a rather complex purification ritual and the efforts of a great many shades to restore it, so... Well, I won't even ask.
Good. I'm glad you won't even ask. Means we're really starting to get to know each other. Though, aren't you worried what the shades are gonna say? I mean, about us?
No, I hadn't considered that there might be some regrettable way to misconstrue our meeting. Although in retrospect, that was foolish. What do you expect they'll say?
Oh, you know. They see the way you talk to me, pick up after me, take me to the hot springs, give me nectar, even ambrosia. I mean, come on. They're not stupid.
What? Eris, none of those things... An outing at the taverna is not some sort of... This simply was an opportunity to speak at greater length for once.
Hate to disappoint, but I didn't come here to speak. Now pour up. I don't have all night, and this ambrosia's way too bitter just for taking little swigs.
Well, cheers then.
That was so sweet of you to bring me along. And not a single piece of property destroyed. Glad we could do this.
Same here.
Isn't this great, Trouble? Now, before I shoot you all to hell, I just want us both to take a moment to breathe, relax, really just appreciate all that we have.
These senseless fights with you, I cannot rightly say I appreciate them at all. Though, at least the moon is beautiful tonight.
That's the spirit. Now how about we stain that pale glow of hers in blood and ichor, huh? And we'll let the sea drink its fill for good measure. Got here first.
Why is it that you're putting all your effort into stopping me? You're Strife. You should be unpredictable. Perhaps slash out at the forces of Kronos for a change of pace.
What makes you think I don't? You're not the center of the world, babe, and I couldn't be more unpredictable. Don't know why I keep running into you, though. It's so random. Oh, it's you.
Eris, what's the matter? Have you been weeping?
No. And what if I was, huh? It's not like you care about me. Not you or anybody in this whole damn place.
Oh, stop it. If you made even the slightest effort not to be a scourge on these crossroads, perhaps you'd have more companions. I keep foolishly believing that you'll change.
You're not my companion. No one is. No one I'm close to. No one I can depend on. Share my secrets with.
Look, I'll not betray your trust if you need someone to confide in. Provided what you share won't put the others whom I care about in any sort of peril.
Others whom you care about. You lump me in with them? Come on, babe. All we do is fight. Which I don't mind, of course. But there's much more to a relationship.
I've told you to speak plain with me before. What sort of relationship are you expecting us to have when all you do is interfere with me?
You're so stupid sometimes. Look, I can't help the way I feel, and I'm not exactly a good judge of character. Whatever's wrong with me, I know it can't be fixed.
How could you possibly know that?
I just do.
When last we spoke, you said whatever's wrong with you couldn't be fixed. What makes you say such things?
Appreciate all the concern, but I just had a little moment that you're making a big deal. We're all a little broken, right?
Perhaps so. But we can better ourselves through effort and discipline as much as we can muster. Or we could endlessly get in each other's way.
The thing is, I don't want to have to try. Not with this, not with you. I want things to be easy, you want things to be hard. But at least we really get each other now.
Eris! Always ready and eager for the fight. I've never met someone so driven, yet so lacking in any purpose whatsoever.
I'm about to blow mind. You ready, babe? No purpose is a purpose. Think about it. And now I'm gonna blow away the rest of you, too.
Come to your senses, Eris. You're not doing yourself any favors by impeding the will of the fates. Have you heard of even a single incident where that turned out for the best?
No, but there's a first time for everything, and I'm not interested in hearing veiled threats from them through you. If they care so much about what I'm up to, why don't they contact me themselves?
You know that isn't how it works. Have you truly made up your mind to side against, well, everyone? Even I'm not supposed to be speaking to you.
I do what I want, Moros.
I must say, especially for someone who claims to thrive on pure disorder, you are very punctual and consistent, Eris. Every time I've crossed the rift, you've been right here.
No need to rub it in. Look, I know this is becoming a problem, but I swear I can get it under control. Just promise me you won't tell anybody.
You want me to promise not to tell anybody that you're punctual and consistent? Why? Because you'd hate for them to start to think better of you for a change?
Yeah. Although, since when do I even care what anybody thinks of me? That's not who I am. It's all because you're ruining it for me.
You have yet to be late for our clashes even once. No matter how quickly I reach these shores, you're here first. But your goal is to be less dependable, not more.
My goal is never to have a goal in my life. It's just, I'm going through some sort of phase, I think. All the competition with you and Nemi must have got to me.
And what is it you think we're competing for? First to be forced back to the depths of the underworld?
Never said it's you I'm competing with, babe. And you know what I realize about this whole thing we've got going on? Discipline and disorder go hand in hand.
I was just picking up a bit. Didn't mean to bother you, goddess. Hey, I like your wings. Mine aren't real, though I had an earlier pair made with real feathers, more like yours, but not nearly as good.
How about next time you see my stuff, you leave it be? All right there, baby bird? Now get out of my face and don't go tripping on your tongue on your way up.
Sounds good. I'm off. Goodbye.
Bye now.
You said you didn't want my nectar anymore, but said nothing of ambrosia, Eris, so what do you say we visit the taverna once again?
Oh, I might visit the taverna, thanks. Though this time I'll be doing it alone. Don't take this the wrong way, but I don't think we should be seen together anymore.
What, because you're concerned some baseless rumors will begin to spread? I thought Strife Incarnate wasn't supposed to care what anybody thought.
It's for your own good. You're the one who's got a reputation to uphold. Really doesn't take much for me to live up to mine. I can just tell you to get out of my face. You took forever getting here, only to turn up practically as dead as the crews of all those ships headed this way.
Apologies for any inconvenience, Eris. Fortunately, there's a quite refreshing fountain not too far from here, which should do wonders for my injuries.
Oh, then you're so close. Maybe you can make a break for it. The pathway out of here is right behind me.
What is this stuff you're always littering about here anyway? Cyclops jerky? Did you happen on a limitless supply?
Know what? As a matter of fact, I did. And you'll never guess where from. This stuff is so addictive once you get into it. Want to try some?
No. You sure you won't come with me to the taverna anymore? Here's some ambrosia for you either way. You'll know from its flavor that my intentions are true.
Yeah, well, not if I never try it. What if I just smash the bottle on the ground right here? What would you say to that?
I'd probably just offer you another. You get on my nerves all the time. Nemesis herself would say it's only fair that I occasionally get on yours.
Occasionally? Babe, you've been on my nerves for basically the whole time I've been back. I'm not falling for your tricks.
What tricks?
Maybe it's not such a bad thing that I keep showing up on time. You can always count on Strife. That's kinda got a ring to it, right?
If you wish to be dependable, that means not just showing up on time, but making yourself useful in some way. Though I suppose that's probably a step too far.
I can't believe you almost got me thinking there was something wrong with me. And just because I care. But don't worry, I'll make sure something's wrong at least. What's with that Cyclops over by the Aphira docks? He almost hit me with a boulder as I flew over here a couple nights ago.
That's Polyphemus. He's blind, so there's no need to take his boulder throwing as a personal affront. He was probably aiming at me.
Oh, that's a relief. I took a bunch of his sheep. You don't want to know why. And was starting to worry he caught on. I get the livestock. You get the heat. You're really getting under Nemi's skin lately. Saw her run out in a huff, clanky clank, not long after talking to you. What'd you say that got her so worked up? I'll have to add it to my arsenal.
I wouldn't know. We've discussed my task from time to time, and she's interested in helping out however she can. I think she's just very determined to see our plans succeed.
I hear you. Fine. A witch never reveals her tricks, something like that. Well, just watch yourself with Sis, is all I'll say. She won't let anybody get too far ahead.
She sure won't. For your stockpile of ambrosia, Strife, whether you choose to partake of it at the taverna with me or someone else, or in a quiet moment on your own.
You should know better than to mess with me like this. You know exactly what I am. I happen to kind of like you, but I can make your life so miserable you don't even know.
Perhaps it's your own influence on me, but I'm prepared to take my chances. Why else would I keep speaking to you here? As part of some elaborate jest?
I don't know why, but the nicer you act with me, the stupider I think you are, and the more suspicious I get. And you've been acting real nice. This whole taverna thing, would you just ask me normally next time?
Can I get that ambrosia back at least?
No. I can't believe you stood me up last night, Trouble. Do you know how demeaning it is having to wait around for you at a beach in the middle of the night, all alone?
What? We had no plans to meet, as I recall, else I'd have honored them. You truly expect me to abandon the main focus of my task just to fight with you again and again?
I thought I felt something was all. That our times at the beach might just be a little more special to you than your boring job. But I guess I was wrong.
You guessed correctly. Eris? Care to join me over at the taverna for a quick break? If you're not otherwise preoccupied.
Wait, babe, are you asking me out? After all we've been through together, you're still trying to make a fresh start.
Last time you suggested I ask normally, so I attempted to. Now, are we going for a blasted drink or not?
Sure, I'm into it if you are, though I don't see the point. Whew, now pour another one, come on. Both got a busy night ahead, so let's move it along.
All right, it's just ambrosia is meant more for sipping and savoring than gulping down in one incredibly long tilt.
What makes you think I care? I won't feel anything if I take little tiny sips. Hardly feel anything right now.
Perhaps you simply haven't given it a shot the proper way. You lift it to your lips like so, briefly inhale, consider the aroma, and then drink. But only a bit.
Oh. Oh. That's different, isn't it? I didn't even know that's how it worked. Why are you being nice to me?
I'm not entirely certain. Just to see what happens, I suppose. You said before that you happen to kind of like me. I kind of like you too, even though I know I shouldn't.
Well, I feel sorry for you, babe. Really do. We always want what we can never have. Now show me how you sip this stuff again. Aren't you supposed to say something first?
We certainly may. To all that we can never have.
Look, that was fun and all, but next I spot you at the Rift of Thessaly, I'm still gonna hit you with everything I've got, and you better keep showing up.
I'm planning on it. Don't ever change, Eris.
You made it past Tephira real quick, Trouble. Must be primordial chaos exerting influence over reality again, huh?
The thing is, Eris, I can be entirely forthright with you, yet you still take the absolute least charitable view of anything I say. So what does it matter how I respond?
See, that's exactly how I feel. What does it matter? Maybe it matters to chaos, huh? Only one way to find out.
Hey, how about another visit to the springs? You seemed to enjoy yourself last time, and I find it truly helps.
Well, as long as it helps. Look, I don't get my wings wet for just anybody, babe, but you're special. So let's go? It's good to be back.
What is it like having so many siblings? I have but one and didn't even know him growing up. Though I often tried confiding in him anyway, like an imaginary friend.
The more brothers and sisters you have, the bigger the disappointment you can be. And it is so embarrassing when you forget their names. Just look at how us kids of Nyx get on. The only family more messed up than mine is yours.
You mean the Olympians? How do you figure? They have their differences, to be sure, but they still work together to maintain the natural order of the realms.
Work together? Come on, they can barely stand each other. From the very top on down. They never should have gone into business. Always caught between their blood commitments and their jobs.
I won't deny that family adds a complicated layer to their responsibilities, but it's also a source of solidarity and strength. Look at them now, standing together against a common foe. This is the Olympus mortals' love and fear.
Sorry, not impressed. They say family is a bond that can never be broken, but as is so often the case, they're wrong. Just because someone's related to you doesn't make them special or deserving of respect.
What does it take to earn respect from you, Eris?
I actually don't even know the answer to that right now. Though sitting naked with me in half-boiling water helps.
Well, all right.
I had a blast there, babe. And look how clean my wings are now. Won't stay like this for long, but still. Moonlight sure is guiding you tonight. Too bad Selene can't just whisk you over to Olympus on that chariot of hers. Why can't she anyway? I thought she was your friend.
Perhaps Selene doesn't easily abandon her responsibilities, although I know that concept may be difficult for you to comprehend. Care to whisk me to Olympus in her stead?
I'll have to pass. Not like these wings could lift the both of us. Although I do have something here for you instead.
More of
Something's up with you lately, babe. But you're not gonna tell me, so I'm just gonna start guessing. Is it Hecate? I bet it is, because something's up with her lately, too.
It's nothing. It's just I've not had opportunity to speak with Headmistress at length since all of this drew to a close. We had a lot we needed to sort out. And still do.
Aw, too bad. Even with all those scary issues you've been dealing with now mostly gone, turns out you've both got plenty of issues left. It's like they never go away.
At least you don't have any issues, Eris.
Not a one.
How about we head down to the fishing pier a bit? Not like it's far out of the way or anything, and it's a change of pace.
Sure, I'm easy, babe. Except when I'm not, but right now I could go for anything. Even stand around for fish to bite. Know what I hate more than just about anything else? Having to be perfectly quiet while standing perfectly still. What have I done to deserve this torture?
I know it's difficult, which is part of the reason to do it from time to time. Just concentrate on being who you are and being here. A fishing pier isn't strictly required.
Being focused in on the moment? Come on! How can you not always be doing that? At least in other moments I'd be doing what I want, not caving to your every demand.
If you don't find anything worthwhile in this, you don't have to do it again. But since we're here, why not find out if we can catch something?
All you are gonna catch is my fist in your face if you keep on mouthing off to me, babe. Don't wait, shut up! Think I just saw something swim by. Know how much faster this would go if I could use the rail? There! Wait. All you, babe!
Soulbelly, I'm honored.
Babe, I had a totally amazing time, I swear. And you don't stink at all.
Nor do you.
You know that wispy shade kid? What's his name? Icarus. I've seen him stealing glances, flying around, copying me. Where'd he get the wings?
Icarus assuredly is not copying you. This may come as a shock, but there are those attempting to be useful currently, rather than interfering with our plans.
You think he's attempting to be useful? Come on, he's just a little freak. Maybe he's into harpies and is trying to get in with them. But then again, who cares?
So what's it like having been forcibly dragged back to hell this many times? At least you know where you truly belong.
You and me both, babe. You're the one who's not supposed to be up here. As for getting dragged back down, it's no big deal. I can just fly on back.
But as soon as your strength falters, the spirits of the dead shall take hold of you again. Many of them probably seek vengeance for something you did.
Well, then they can have a piece of me and feel all better about themselves. After all, I've got so much to give. I can't accept this now. Not after everything that's happened between us. Let's just move on with our lives.
Huh? And what exactly happened between us, would you say, if you had to summarize? You're just mocking me as usual, aren't you?
Just have a good life. One thing I'll say for this place, it's way easier to fish here than at the crossroads. I almost feel sorry for you, having to use a rod like some kind of starving mortal.
I thought you didn't care for fishing. If now you do, you ought to have more respect for the traditional technique.
Well, then I guess that means I don't. But I was just about to shoot that fish swimming around right near the shore when you showed up. Now you get to be first. You think just because you've been cozying up to me at the crossroads that I'm gonna let up on you here? Well, you're wrong, babe. I know what you're trying to do.
You know what I'm trying to do because I've plainly and repeatedly explained to myself. And yet you still pretend as though there's something much more complicated going on.
Oh, and now you're trying to guilt trip me to top it off. Well, I don't need to take that kind of guff from you. Nobody pushes me around, get it? Oh, I'm still worked up after last night. When did you get so strong? I don't stand a chance against you anymore. Hey, wanna go someplace with me? Blow off some steam?
I'm not entirely certain I do. At the taverna, at least, there are plenty of witnesses in case you try anything untoward.
Come on, what are you afraid of? Not like you can't take me in a fight. Anyway, it's not too far, I swear.
Well, all right. Wait, this is it? You weren't jesting when you said it wasn't far. What's so special about this spot?
I like it here is all. No frogs croaking, no shades wandering around. No one to catch us if we fool around a little bit.
By fool around a little bit, you mean... Oh, right. Eris, look. I'm not prepared for any serious commitment here.
Babe, I've never made a serious commitment in my life. I just like to have a little fun from time to time after a hard night trying to shoot you to pieces. What do you say?
While I should probably regret a great many things about our relationship, the truth is, I never have. And besides, I like to learn from my mistakes.
Then come here.
Hey. Well, I think I learned a lot this evening, all in all. Though I should probably get back. If anybody asks, we were at the fishing pier.
We are at the fishing pier, babe. And what does it even matter if anybody asks? Who cares? We were just having a good time. That's not forbidden here, is it?
It isn't, no. So I suppose you now go back to trying to shoot me to pieces night after night like nothing happened.
You got it. What, did you really think I was gonna fall so hard that I give up on everything that makes me me? Please. No serious commitments, remember?
I do. And I don't mean to think like mortals here, it's just... I don't understand you sometimes, Eris. To be so carefree.
I'll let you in on a little secret, babe. We like what we don't understand or can't have. Anyway, that's always my excuse. See you around.
Whew. Hey, about the other night, are you alright with everything? I don't know what I'm trying to say.
Babe, stop. You said you never had any regrets about me. Probably lying to yourself, but still. We had our fun, so what?
Perhaps I'm just not yet accustomed to what you consider fun. I've had a lot of other things to think about.
And you always will. But if you don't leave room for any mayhem in your life, it's gonna be a real drag, I swear.
Mayhem? We were talking about fun.
Same thing. Back to doing what we do. Nothing like trying to shoot you to pieces night after night like nothing happened, huh?
I know I shouldn't be surprised that you're about to fight me, as per usual, Eris, but I held out hope you'd start to see me in a different light. So much for that.
So much for that. And don't be so full of yourself. It's not like we bared our souls to one another. Not sure I even have one. Anyway, no deferential treatment from me here.
The part where you keep going out of your way to bar my passage to Olympus isn't what you would consider deferential treatment, then.
You know, you do make a good point there, babe. But I'm not gonna dwell on it and just start shooting you, okay? Moros was all giddy recently, at least for him. So you finally got a hold of his sisters, huh? You should feel lucky. They're my sisters too, and we've never even met.
I saw a bit of you in them, perhaps, Eris. If their past work is any indication, they seem to value spontaneity, making things up as they go.
So bizarre, right? I mean, why be like that when you could try and meticulously plan for every little detail in advance?
They're weavers. They do have to plan. That and spontaneity are not inherently opposed. Speaking of which, you must have heard they're planning an extended break.
Meaning we get to make things up as we go for a change.
We'll see how that turns out.
Too many harpies around here, though they're all just a bunch of pushovers. They know who's the top bird and treat me like a goddess.
You are a goddess, Eris. Although the harpies aren't as quick to recognize my own divinity.
Maybe they don't like you since you don't have any wings. Although in your case, it could really be a lot of things. Come on, man. Gotta tell me why you're really here. The three don't just send you out on long assignments like this. Wait, is it because of her?
Please, Eris. The princess ought to be addressed as such. And lest you forget, the details of my arrival are not for me to divulge. There must be something else we can discuss.
Oh, I can think of lots of things. I want to know what's going on with you, too. I see the way you look up at her as she trots by. Maybe the three sent you here to set the two of you up?
You're trying to embarrass me. It isn't going to work. And besides, we both know the Fates have better uses of their weaving time than things like that.
Do they really? Thought they were all about meddling with the smallest details of everybody's lives. But you'd know better than me.
I know better than to be provoked like this.
No fooling around, Trouble. I may not be Misery, but I'm the next best thing. This isn't working. Why won't you stop? What's it gonna take, huh?
So is it worth it, Eris? Impeding me, making my task more difficult at every turn? You didn't prevent this outcome. You could have just aided me like so many others.
And why would I have wanted to do that? Although I am a little disappointed in myself. Looking back, I could have caused so much more mayhem along the way.
Well, look at you reflecting on how you could improve. Even if it's at making things worse for everybody else.
You taught me that yourself, you know, Trouble. Not that I ever really learned, but if I don't stay on top of things, maybe sometime in the future, everything will turn out fine.
We can't have that.
No. I may kind of like you, babe, but that won't stop me from doing what needs to be done. Never thought I was the type to get into any sort of regular routine, but now look at me, babe. Whoa! You startled me there, Trouble. Sneaking up on me like that, I almost blasted you. You gotta be more careful.
I don't appreciate you brandishing that thing about. Weapons remain prohibited outside the training grounds, in case you didn't know.
Weapons? Hello, this is the adamant rail you're talking about. This baby once took Titans down. It's a work of art, and no one's taking it from me.
You ever going to tell me how you got your hands on it to begin with? It was intended to be in my father's care, yet somehow it's in yours.
Turns out he wasn't so good at protecting his own. You just don't know when to quit, do you, Trouble? Fine.
What compels you to fill this place with your rubbish, Eris? Do you wish to be welcome here only as a technicality?
Since when am I supposed to care what anybody thinks? You're all about borrowing from the earth. I'm just giving something back.
That's... ugh.
You don't really have to climb all the way up that mountain back there, do you, Trouble? Ready to give it your best shot here, Trouble? Because I sure am. You're really turning heads around here, babe. I've seen the way Nemi and Moros look at you. What do you think? Maybe it's time we finally told them about us?
Oh, cut it out, Eris. No serious commitments, right? You happen to come from an attractive family, and we have all the time in the world, especially once all of this is over.
I mean, I guess, assuming this will be over at some point, or something worse doesn't come up. Anyway, just messing with your head. I like how gullible you are.
What are you talking about?
See, that was it. How many times am I gonna have to shoot you down here, babe? Finally, I can only stand here contemplating the water for so long, you know. Look, I know know it's been a little rocky between us, but we will probably look back at this and laugh.
You've been back a while, yet still isolate yourself. Your brother makes more of an effort to fit in, but he struggles too. You may have more in common than you think.
Oh, really? Maybe I'll go over and tell him you said that. What, you think just because most of the world hates his guts, same as mine, that we're alike?
Well, I'd not put it that way at all, though I do think each of you has been misunderstood in your own right.
What's not to understand? I'm Strife, he's Doom. These are simple concepts, babe. Though granted, most of the world is pretty stupid.
You shouldn't say such things.
You mean the truth? Can't always stop you, but I can always slow you down. Nothing's gonna change, except the number of holes you got in you. You don't know how good you've got it, Trouble. I grew up surrounded by siblings, all thinking they were better than me. There's hoity-toity retribution over there, and death, and doom. Nobody wanted anything to do with Strife.
Moros could relate more than you know. You children of Nyx are widely feared, but so what? You don't need a lot of friends, you just need a few good ones. And the very meaning of strife is for you to define, isn't it?
I mean, I guess. You washed up on the wrong part of the beach, Trouble. You see that giant stinking carcass over there? That's what you're gonna look like after this.
I'm not nearly that size, Eris. Nor am I an aquatic animal, nor are you going to kill me. Though I must say, this part of the beach is horrid, and the carcass doesn't help.
What do you even know about beaches or carcasses? I've got my special aspect of the rail here, and all the sights and sounds and smells of the sea. So who needs you?
Eris, how come you're always back here on your own? You never struck me as particularly reticent, and seem to enjoy interacting with others in your own way.
Well, babe, it's a bit of a weird explanation, and you're not gonna like it if I tell you, which makes me really want to tell you. But then I think about how you must really want to know, which makes me not want to tell you anymore.
I'm fairly certain it's not that you're just a figment of my imagination, little voice in my head that keeps leading me astray.
Long as you're not completely certain. I almost thought you weren't going to show up, leave me hanging yet another night. I mean, why not? You're so inconsiderate sometimes.
You're telling me while I've been in the underworld, you've just been waiting here night after night? What am I supposed to tell you where I'm going in advance?
That's what a real friend would do, so no, I guess not. Maybe you shouldn't come back. What do I care? First I thought you stumbled back here by mistake, but you just keep on showing up. Something you want to tell me, babe?
No, I was just drawn here to you. By your trail of rubbish. You're luring me, aren't you?
You're an easy target. You like this, don't you, Trouble? You don't have to tell me. Just admit it to yourself. That Heracles sure is something, isn't he? Too bad there's not much going on between his ears. That lion pelt he likes to strut around in probably has got more smarts than him.
What makes you say that? Other than your general tendency to speak ill of others? Heracles seems no fool to me. A bit disillusioned, maybe.
His club does all the thinking for him, and most of the talking, too. You're both gullible. Maybe that's why you think he's so great. Or maybe he's just your type.
No.
You don't look so happy to see me, babe. And I haven't even done anything yet. I know what your problem is, Trouble. You're too green. Not done enough hard living to tease apart the truth from whatever it is you're told.
Thank you for the feedback, Eris. You've given me a lot to think about. I regret our living here in this embattled camp just isn't hard enough.
Sarcasm! Good, I like it. You've got a mean streak in you, I just know it, babe. And I wouldn't want you keeping it all to yourself. Share your gifts with the world.
Whatever you say.
No, whatever you say. Was that the ringing in my ears just now, or did I maybe hear a little bell? Oh, you brought along my keepsake, haven't you? Think that thing's gonna help you here?
If it bothers or confounds you the slightest bit, I'll consider it worthwhile. I know you can't so much as give a simple gift without some underhanded motive.
While you give gifts with only perfectly pure thoughts bouncing around inside your big, targetable head. Come on, Nobody's like that, babe. Not even you. Let's work together, babe, to figure out what this new aspect of the rail can do. Oh, what gives? The adamant rail's back to normal. I must have hit a hidden switch on it or something, but it doesn't even work here, let alone transform.
Take the hint, Eris. You may be the bearer of the rail for the time being, but it doesn't answer to you alone. Even if it lets you aim and shoot.
If only it let me aim and shoot right now. You better not be behind this trouble. Or if you are, you change it back. I liked it more the other way.
It can hear you, you know.
What a night. Got my new aspect of the rail and a juicy target to try it on. You don't need to pick up after me, you know. I was gonna get around to it. What do you do with all that anyway?
I present it to the wretched broker, through whom anything we no longer require can return to the Earth. You could do so yourself. The broker's right there.
Oh, that's all right. I wouldn't want to impose. Though maybe I'll go through your things next time you're out, and have the broker there return them to the Earth.
You wouldn't dare.
You must be really special to Moros if he gave you one of his shiny pins. Maybe he thinks you won't make it without him. You look like someone who needs saving, babe.
And what is that supposed to mean? I'll have you know Lord Moros offered me this keepsake as a simple courtesy and nothing more.
Uh-huh, sure he did. You're both so dense sometimes, I swear. Now let's see if Lord Moros comes to your rescue. The trail to the mountain's closed, in case you hadn't heard the latest, babe. Don't take this personally, babe, but some things we just have to do, you know? Look what I got back for some strange reason I can't figure out, Trouble.